Your garden has become toxic. Your garden has become full of weeds. And the weeds are just choking you out. The weeds are making you do things which you know you shouldn't be doing. The weeds are making you go against your morals and your integrity. So what do you need to do? You need to take a deep breath and reanalyze the direction you are going in your life. Reanalyze the people who you have around you in your circle. Reanalyze the ones who you let get too close to you. And spiritually, you need to pick up your sword and you need to cut away these weeds from your life and take back control of who you really are as a person. In life, we can become lost and confused, but the most important thing we must do is to reanalyze the choices and the directions we are going. If a big storm comes, a ship can be knocked off its course. The same as a human, we can always relapse and go back into our old lives and the things which we know we shouldn't be doing and the things that aren't good for our soul and good for our heart. We have to pull back, reanalyze and refocus. Sometimes we have them moments of despair and they are valuable. Sometimes in moments of depression. But as today's society goes, being depressed is something which you don't need to experience, and you must take all of these pharmaceutical drugs, where depression is also a part of growth and something we must go through on the human experience. Pain in the body. I have soreness in my joints, so I'm going to take drugs so I feel no soreness. No. That soreness is something you have to go through. You have to experience it to improve yourself and do better. Because as the great saying goes, seek discomfort before discomfort comes down, kicks your door down and seeks you. And that's one thing you don't want to live in a world full of discomfort. So go and seek the uncomfortable situations. Go and seek the things which are dangerous and scary. And allow them to shape your character, allow you to grow as a person. I've gone from a guy who would sit on the stairs after a workout and tell everyone who's also watching this video on my YouTube channel how I was going to change my life, how I was going to embark on a journey to the other side of the world and go into the Amazon jungle. 8 years later, I did this. I took the risks. I have faced death. I have seen things which I can't express and explain with the words that come from my mouth. But I'm still here. And I would say I'm flourishing. I'm not doing the things what I imagined I would be doing. I'm doing things better. Because you can't predict the future. If already you limit yourself with fear and disbelief, and I would go and do that thing, but I know in myself how I'm going to be if I go do that thing. That is a crock of shit and you are lying to yourself. Because excuses sound good to the person who's always making them. In life, it's down to you to change. Sometimes you are the problem. I've had to look myself in the mirror more than once and realise that I am the problem. Ben Johnston, you are the problem. So what did I do? I recalculated. I took myself off. I put myself into situations where I didn't see a human for months at a time, where I wasn't allowed to touch somebody. And this is the process of going into the jungle and going in to face your darkest and deepest elements of yourself. And yes, they can be scary when they come up. Of course they can. But it's you. And the only way how you can progress as a human is to put yourself in these situations. I'm tired of this spiritual bypassing bullshit. I've had enough of it. Where people think if they wear a certain clothes and put a necklace around their neck, that makes them super fucking spiritual. And that's not the way how the world works. You think if you wear harem pants and a white top, it makes you closer to the divine consciousness of God? No, it doesn't. It's what you do. It's your actions. It's what you carry in your heart. It's not having judgment against others. It's trying to better and help your fellow human and realizing we are not better than the person who's standing next to us. We are different. Of course we are different. We interact differently, but my God, we are not better. We are just different with different circumstances. Who am I to ever feel bad about anything in my life when I live in Pucallpa, Peru? Someone who lives in rural Pucallpa, for 2,500, that's about much money. 2,500 pounds is the amount of money that person has to feed and clothe their family for a year. When I can come back to my country and I can make that in a couple of months. Who am I to ever complain about anything in my life? So that's what life is about. It's about appreciation and realizing what you've got. And stop chasing the things that you don't have. Because they aren't going to fulfill you. They aren't going to fill you with joy and happiness. I've seen it over and over again. And I've had people from all walks of life come and sit in ceremony. The CEO of a business, I've seen him puke into a bucket and let go of all of the shit he's been carrying on to. I've seen a person who's fought in wars and taken people's lives puke in a bucket. I've seen people who are involved in the adult industry puke in a bucket. Actors puke in a bucket. People from all backgrounds, countries, different philosophies of life. And we're all kind of the same down in the core. We want simple things in life. But we're taught to always need and want the things which are just always out of our reach. And then we get them, and then the next shiny thing comes out. Are you a magpie? Is that what you want to be in life? You want the shiny things in life because you think being a magpie is going to fulfill you. No, it's not. You got to find out what's going on inside of here and learn to have that love for yourself. But it doesn't happen if you're going to wake up and have Twinkies every single morning. Fulfill yourself with processed sugars every single morning. That's not where health lays. That's not where the satisfaction of the true consciousness of being a human really lays. It's about just having love for yourself. It's about understanding yourself. And love for yourself, for many people, it may look that you're being selfish. But if you put your health first, you can be the best version of yourself. If you aren't the best version of yourself, how can you function in society? If you're a parent, how can you be the best parent? If you're always sick because you're not filling yourself with the right nutrition, you can't. You just can't do it. It's not going to work. You know, like, I like to think the words I have spoke over the years still have resonance in them. Because I haven't gave up. I still train as much as I can. I still take care of my health. I still eat well. You know, I'm approaching 40. Next month I'm going to be 37 years old. I left England when I was 28. And I'm still doing the things I said I was doing 8 years ago. The good things. The bad things, not so much. But the good things. You know? Taking care of that health. Hungry for life. Hungry to push through. Hungry to see what's on the other side. And that's what life is about. Stay hungry. Stay hungry to better yourself as a person. And talking about being hungry, I have just trained legs. And as I am back in the lovely world of the United Kingdom, I do have to go and work a normal job, which is absolutely wonderful. So, for now, I'm going to say a ciao, meow.